Okay, new video. So recently I met a guy. No, I'm not met. I'm just texting a guy because due to COVID, we cannot meet in person, and he has been isolated in a different city. So recently I met a guy, and I don't know what he says. Seemed interesting. He seemed funny, I think, and I think I had a little bit fling. But anyway, I have done a lot of working with myself. Believe that I am lovable. Believe that I am worthy of love. Believe that the love that deserves me, that truly for me, is actually available. And I know that I do believe that, but to some point when I get to meet, until this point when I talk to the guy, I realize that my fears is still there. There's something about me that's still afraid of getting hurt. Oh no, not with this guy, but the old pain, the old memory, the old hurt from the previous relationship that has risen. That I remember being abandoned, being deserted, being uncared, and that fear is so big. And I cry a lot, and I'm so afraid of losing myself, so afraid of losing my identity when I get to a relationship, so afraid of not able to be free, to be press my wing, and the pain, the fear is still there. And to be honest, I haven't met the guy, so I'm not decided to do anything about it. Not yet. I realize I have a pattern. I don't know that pattern is good or bad. The pattern that not just me, but me, easily fall in love or have develop a very deep connection easily and fast. And the person, of course, who is in love with me fall in love with me fast also. The two previous relationship had happened like that. So this time I am kind of afraid to be falling in love this fast. I know something in my heart that does have feeling for the guy that I haven't met. But I don't want to rush into it because I want to be more patient to know the guy better. I know that he has delivered has something for me also. But I don't want to rush anything. I just want to be not to be sure. Of course, there's nothing in life is sure, but I just want to settle with myself instead of just jumping into a relationship, because I think that is is the problem, that I feel so afraid. I feel so, this butterfly, it's flying annoying. I don't know where this has come from. Anyway, I have actually fears about it. And the fear is not about, I think the fear is not about Good he abandoned me, or good he not loving me. But the biggest fears is, I think, about me, is losing myself, losing my serenity that I have built for 2 years, losing the freedom that I want. I guess we cannot be safe all the time. Of course, being alone is safe, kinda, because there's no one can hurt you. You don't have to feel vulnerable to anyone. But again, the fear is just so surreal, because the fears remind me how painful I was when I had been in a relationship in the past. That's just because I so afraid of being alone. I have abandoned myself. I lost my identity. I lost myself. I lost my serenity. To be honest, that kind of relationship is really traumatized. He's not abusing me. He didn't abuse me or trying to hurt me or anything like that. But the way that he treated me, abandoned me, it fears that puts me into my fears. Not funny that. Anyway, actually, I think this is a lesson for me and for you too, that you should fall in love, that you should have a relationship. Don't afraid, just do it, because you need to do it to realize what is there that's still missing, what is there that you still need to work on it. Because of course this is the first step, because we just knew each other for just a couple of days. But I knew that past through relationship, I realized, first of all, I have grown a lot. But I also realized that I still have fears. I still have some belief that still need to work on, and that's great, because I aware that I still have the fears, I still have the pain, and I need to work on that. It's just perfect. You can grow if you stay at one place. Got what I mean? I have to push myself ahead, to push myself to communicate or even have a relationship, to realize where it is missing. It's okay if again I feel hurt. It's okay if again something bad happened. I mean, not with the relationship, because everything is just a stop. But it's okay, because I have the ability to make it work with myself. And I have a belief that the relationship that I choose to be with, the person that I choose to be with, certainly is never going to make me feel the way that I felt. I don't know much about this person, the new person, but I know that, but I feel that he somewhat not right for me, but somewhat suitable for me, or at my level, kind of. This other guy, the guy that I had a relationship with, that relationship is kind of trauma, kind of caused me PTSD. This guy, at the very first date, I felt something off. To be honest, I felt something off. To be honest, I felt that this guy is not suitable for me. Not at all, but at some level. And in the end, this is true. But not talking about the past, talking about the now. Anyways, it feels good to have a relationship. Not that I have in now, but like I said, I encourage you to get to the world, have a relationship, have the fears, deal with the pain, and realize that you have done a lot of work and to be ready to be free. It's not sad to looking back what has happened. Of course, the pain is still there, the hurt is still there. So I need to work on that also, but it's actually really refreshing to release all the pain, because once I release all the pain, I realize that the person that I so obsessed with over 2 years ago actually not the person that I want to be with. The person that I'm so in love and deeply crazy about is actually not the person that I am in love right now. The person that I thought that I could never ever got over him, actually the person that I see him is just a miserable client of mine that have so much fears, so much trouble, so much problems. That's not the person that I am in love with. So love is still there, but it's transformed. It's transformed to my self-love. It's transformed to a bigger love, but not a romantic relationship love. And to be honest, I think he did everything he could to love me. He just have a lot of fears that he need to work on. I don't think he's trying to hurt me on purpose. I don't think he's trying to hurt me on purpose. He still have a lot of fears, a lot of problems with himself that he needs to work with. And that is where the hurts come from. And to be honest, most relationships that haven't worked out because one, two, both of the person still have need to work on themselves. Because the old pain, the old fear still somewhat interferes with your life. Because he's too in fear that somebody abandoned him, he actually abandoned himself and abandoned me. Because he's so afraid that someone would betray him, he actually pushed me away because he feared that I could betray him, could cheat on him. So that is where all the hurt is so bad. And maybe that is advice to the ladies out there. Don't feel bad about some guy that did something for you. Of course, the way that he did, the way that the person hurt you, is not right. And it's not okay. And no matter how many reasons they had, it's not justify the way that they treated you. But the best news is, it's not your fault. The best news is, they has problem, not you. The best news is you don't have to suffer with them anymore. The bad news is are still amazing, lovable. The best news is something bad happens so you can have something great. And don't be afraid. Just get out there, dig in, be brave, and everything will be paid off. Because that is how life is. Life is not beautiful for sad people. Life is beautiful for someone bold, someone brave, someone ready to face on the fears. And you realize that the fears is just stupid. And I realized that if I have done so much work on myself, then all the fears just stupid. How the possible I fears of rejection? I'm not in myself if I have own self-love. I've only working on those years. So if you have reached to this point, it's okay to feel pain. It's okay to fall in love. Don't be afraid. I think we learn most in relationship, and I learned most, and I able to break on the wall that around me through the pain in relationship. It's just amazing. I think he's the right guy for me to help me break on the wall, to help me to realize what the problem underneath. No, I don't want to thank him because actually I still have a lot of problem with him, but I'm thankful for the way that everything happens just to help me. And I know that I'm thankful now. Thankful for him loving my best. And he's really did his best to love me. He really did his best to treat me better. But he cannot overcome his fears. So it's okay. I don't have to live with a person who's full of fears, full of problem with themselves. I can live peacefully with myself and the one who's fearless like me. Anyway, have a good night, sleep. Oh my god, these clips is getting longer and longer. I don't want to do that, but I really want to talk and express myself, so I guess that's why. Goodbye.